Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to, yet another Jurassic World review. That's right, we are officially out of the Jurassic Park era and we are into the current trilogy, the Jurassic World area. We're talking about the first one today. Came out in 2015, June, directed by Colin Trevorrow, kind of launched his career into the stratosphere, so much that he got to direct his own Star Wars movie. Oh, wait, that's right, Star Wars can't make any good decisions on their movies and fired him. Oh, yeah. Nonetheless, we're here to talk about this franchise today, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever you want to call it. And similar to every other Jurassic Park, movie in the original trilogy, this film comes with a humongous cast led by Chris Pratt in this new generation of Jurassic. Joining him is Bryce Dallas Howard, Nick Robertson, and Ty Simpkins. Those two kids were huge at this time. Like, Ty Simpkins came off Iron Man 3, got this. Nick Robertson had this. He had Love Simon. He, a few years ago, he had the Teacher show that was really good. But both of them in recent times have kind of fallen off the map. Not sure why, but this kind of reminded me of how much I liked them at the time. And I wish they still had work nowadays. And of course, Bryce Dallas Howard is kind of going through a renaissance of her own lately because of her directing work in the live-action Star Wars shows. Right off the top, I don't love her in this movie. I don't know if it's because of the character she was written or if it's because of her performance. Just her character in this doesn't work, and they do acknowledge it a little bit by like making fun of her for wearing heels to face off against dinosaurs. But like, her character just doesn't work. Like, we've seen characters like hers a dozen times, more so in movies, the snobby, selfish bitch that by the end of the movie, becomes selfless and helps save the day. We've seen it 112 times. Just nothing really original with Bryce Dallas Howard's character here. And nowadays I love her. I think she's got a lot more of a future directing than she does in front of the camera. But let's get to the rest of the cast. Katie McGrath, who of course gets violently killed by the I don't even know what the creature's called, the big whale dinosaur that jumps out in certain points of the film. He eats her. Great death, because she's also kind of a snobby, selfish kind of bitch. She plays Bryce Dallas Howard's assistant, but she did get the role of, Lana Lang? Lana Luthor, whatever it is on Supergirl. She crushed that role. Ifrin Khan is like possibly my favorite character in this movie. I'm really bummed out every time I watch this movie and he dies, because I thought he was great. He is the owner of the Jurassic World. He's like the current day John Hammond, and he's just so cool. He's such a cool guy, flying his helicopter around, just being a good dude. Doesn't know that BD Wong's doing shady shit in his basement. It just, I really wish that he didn't have to die, because I would have loved to see him, hanging out with Chris Pratt in these current Jurassic movies as well. Vincent D'Onofrio plays the villain, Vic Hoskins. Was it before Daredevil started? I mean, people knew who Vincent D'Onofrio was, of course, because he was on Law & Order, I think it was, one of those crime shows. But, like, around this time with this Daredevil, he really started blowing up into the pop culture lexicon. This role, he's also fine. He's not quite mustache twirling, but he's still kind of just like a kind of typical douchebag villain. You don't really need him. You're there for the dinosaurs. Lauren Lapkus is in this, which I totally forgot. I thought she just broke out a few years ago. She's in Wrong Missy. I thought that was like her big coming out performance, but I forgot she was in this alongside Jake Johnson, who I did not forget is in this, because he's great in this movie. He's fantastic. He's great in everything he's in. And Judy Greer, of course, is in this movie, playing Bryce Dallas Howard's sister. And of course, I think Universal must really like her, because after this movie she got to do the Halloweens, so I think she's always great. She's fantastic in everything. But the cast is fantastic. The dinosaurs, unlike Jurassic Park 3, the dinosaurs look good. They look crisp. I'm not sure what the practical effects were in these Jurassic World movies, but they're probably more CGI. But now, by 2015, the CGI looked really good, a lot better than Jurassic Park 3. I thought Colin Trevorrow did a fantastic job directing and kind of recapturing the magic that Spielberg had with the first Jurassic Park, where I felt like Jurassic Park 2 had it a little bit, and then Jurassic Park 3 didn't have any magic at all. This one, you kind of like got back in the feels. Does it have some member berries moments? Yes, it does. 2015 was the year for that, with this, Creed, and The Force Awakens. Does it hit a lot of the same beats as the original Jurassic Park, similar to The Force Awakens? Yes, Yes, it does. And that's probably where a lot of people complain about this movie, is that it's too similar to the first one. It is very similar. It's got a few twists, a few turns that we don't get in the original, but it has a very similar story with a fresh coat of paint on it. But for me, it works. I really dig this movie. Even still, this is probably like my 5th time watching it. Still really like it. It's probably my 2nd favorite Jurassic Park movie as of right now. I will say in this rewatch, it's only 2 hours and 4 minutes. Like, there's a lot more longer movies out there. It felt long. Like, even before the big final fight started, when I was watching it the other night, I was like, checking my watch, like, come on, let's wrap this movie up. I was also tired, so that might be a factor, but it just felt long, and that's never something you want to feel while watching a movie, especially like a fun action summer blockbuster. But for the most part, Jurassic World works for me. Definitely hits a lot of the nostalgia buttons. That's also probably a factor, because I'm a whore for nostalgia. I'll admit it right here now. I am a whore for nostalgia. Put that on your t-shirt. But I am going to give Jurassic World an 8.5 out of 10. Is it a great movie like the Jurassic Park original? Am I going to give it a 10 out of 10? No, but an 8.5 I think suffices. It's a fun, really fun, cool summer blockbuster film, and then they kind of throw it in the trash in the next one, but we'll talk about that another time. Make sure you comment down below with what your thoughts are on the Jurassic World movie, the revival that we see now of the Jurassic Park franchise. Let me know what your thoughts are down there in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so we can keep growing towards 200 subscribers. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.